When we think about capturing everything the internet knows about our particular customers' products, their customers, how they shop, et cetera, we do something called distillation via simulation, right? Where there's these massive LLMs out there that have spent billions of dollars to, suck up the entire internet. We don't need to do that, right? There's an opportunity to be able to create synthetic data in a way that generates personas and then has those personas go shop, right? And what we're effectively doing is learning everything that the internet knows, the common sense, if you will, of the internet, if it's possible to use that term, to be able to then extract that information and then create a hyper-focused large language model that is focused on understanding how that customer shopped for those particular items.
We do something called distillation via simulation. The idea over here is basically going to a large language model, asking it to pretend to be someone, and then go make decisions, right? And these decisions could be purchase decisions or what have you. In our case, they typically purchase decisions. So what our competitors will typically do, a competitive approach, right, is there's now a plethora, okay, of sources, right? And you can take these models, right? And you can add a little bit of your data to these models, right? And quote unquote fine tune them. And this is a common approach. Okay, a lot of our competitors do this. I'd say our best-in-class competitors would do something like this. But this is fundamentally different from what we're talking about. Why? Because these models that you're pulling to kind of fine-tune, these models are sort of focused on everything. Okay, these are relatively small models because that's how they need to function, right? They need to function in real time, they need to be inexpensive and so on and so forth. But they're not hyper-focused on retail. They're not hyper-focused on the customer that's looking to buy stuff for their boat or the customer that's looking to buy an outfit for Coachella or whatever it is, right? They're focused on everything. They're focused on understanding, apes and parrots on Wikipedia and, cars and this and that. And so it's very natural to sort of, understand that there's going to be a big sort of performance gap between this very basic sort of fine-tuning approach that's kind of de rigueur with like a lot of our competition and distillation via simulation.
As Vivek describes the model that we've built using the distillation via simulation approach and how that compares to what our competitors do, you need a small model to operate at the speed and scale and at the cost, right, that's necessary for commerce. And that's been a big part of what we've solved for.